cool. This is a cool spot. I am up here in the North Georgia mountains. Again, I'm up here with my brother and my dad. We are attempting the Georgia Trout Grand Slam. I mentioned this in another video. So this is day one of us trying to do this. We got to get a brook, a rainbow, and a brown trout, all in the same calendar year.
I learned about the Georgia Trout Slam earlier this year as an official program put on by the Georgia Department of Natural Resources. If you submit a picture of you with each Georgia trout species in the same calendar year, they will send you an official sticker. Who doesn't love stickers? My dad, Elijah, and I have definitely done this before, but never set out to take pictures and document each one over a specific year and submit for it. When we learned about it, we decided we had to do it.
So yeah, we're up here at Andrews Cove campground in the Chattahoochee National Forest. And we're just going on a quick little overnight trip. Because you know, the thing is, you never know how long it's gonna take you to catch all these fish. So you gotta start somewhere. And we are, actually our campground is right over, like, you can see our truck right there. Yeah, we're just starting here, seeing if there's anything here. They don't really stock right here, I don't believe, so we're going for maybe some native brookies or something. Thought we'd take you along for the ride. That was an awful cast. Also, I'm a little green to fly fishing, so you'll see me switch back and forth up here between my spinning reel and my fly rod. You know what, that's why you get out here to learn. You get out here and practice. Right now I'm using a number 3 sinking. It's kind of a brownish trout pattern on the Rapala here. Then on my fly rod I've got a got this big old pink fly that I got out in Wyoming at a fly shop when I was fishing in Yellowstone on the Madison River there. I don't think that's gonna catch anything here, but I thought I'd throw it in and see. All right, so Dad says there is one in here. What is it? What is it?
I didn't see it.
All right.
He just bit.
Pretty good presentation. So I was looking around and I found this looks kind of like what's around here. It's a little big, but we'll see what happens. Where is it?
It's like dead center.
Dead center? All right.
Under that rock.
Okay. Even though I haven't caught anything yet, I mean, we've been fishing for like 30 minutes. It's just nice to be out here, you know, with my brother and my dad. Don't get to spend a ton of time together, or at least as much as you'd like to. And that's kind of what happens when you get older, but you got to make the best of it when you can. And it's just nice to be able to do that, you know. Although I say spending time with my dad, he's up the river. I know where he is. So I have an idea. I think a little Euro nymph is exactly what needs to happen right here. Not really hitting the top of the water, but there are definitely bugs that look like this fly I've got and a nymph I have. Let's see what we can do with it. All right, here we go.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Ooh!
For him?
It looked like he struck at it, didn't it? Take it.
I think you gotta get more of it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think you can use that string to push that one. Oh.
We fished around our campsite for a bit with no luck, so we decided to venture out into a larger river that is stocked to get some points on the board for the slam. Dad, Elijah, and I spread out along the river within shouting distance of each other to cover as much area as possible at once. I waited out in the middle of the river to see if I could make something happen with my fly rod.
Hey, I got one! I think I just lost that one. Yeah, I just lost that one. Oh no, I didn't. Hey! You guys are witnessing the first thing I've ever caught on a fly rod. No way. All right, come here. Well, I haven't caught it yet. Come here, you. I think this, they're not really sure I'm supposed to put that. All right. Come here. There we go. There we go. Nice. Not too bad. Like a 12, 14 inch. Look, he let himself off. All right. So I got my first rainbow trout for this year for the Georgia Trout Grand Slam. There he is. I'm gonna eat him later too. Now 2 more fish to go.
I wasn't the only one having luck at this spot. Dad and Elijah both caught some stalker rainbows. With that, we were officially on the board and 1/3 through the slam. We left this spot after a while and headed deeper into the national forest to try our luck in the gorgeous Chattahoochee River.
I love this area, the Chattahoochee National Forest and the wildlife management area up here. The rivers are stunning. They just go forever. There's so many rocks. Spent a lot of time fishing here growing up, and just always makes me happy being here. Also, Elijah said I look like an athletic grandpa. I'll let you be the judge.
While we didn't have any luck catching the other species in the slam, we did catch a sight of a different rare animal.
There is a bald eagle right there. Just saw him kind of perched up in this pine tree. You know, a lot of people, even the ones that live around here in Georgia, when I tell them that there are bald eagles here, they've never seen one. They think that's not a Georgia thing, but it is. We see one right here.
The next morning, we got up early in pursuit of the rarest trout on the slam list, the native Georgia brook trout. While they do stock brook trout sometimes, it is much more rare than brown and especially rainbow. To catch these native fish though, you generally have to venture off of the larger rivers to smaller mountain streams that are largely unfished by the masses. Places like High Shoals Falls are great places to start, and that's exactly where we began the day, fishing High Shoals Creek. After a bit of trying, my dad's experiment with native river salamanders paid off.
Hey! All right! What is that, little brookie or brown?
Brook.
That's pretty. Wow. Nice catch. Catch one on that salamander?
Yeah.
All right, we gotta get your picture for the slam.
All right.
There he goes. That is the only truly native species of trout to Georgia, the brook trout. The rainbow and brown are stocked, and some of them will live in the stream for a while and die, and breed and die and stuff. And then we call those natives because they were born in the river and stuff, but the brook trout is the only trout that is actually native to Georgia. So that's why it's kind of a big deal when you catch a native one, because it's like, whoa, that's our only native trout. So that is 2/3 of the way there. Now we gotta catch up.
This event marked a change in the scoreboard here. On the upside, my father was 1 fish away from completing the trout slam in one trip. But on the downside, Elijah and I were now losing. Desperate times call for desperate measures. I ventured off the beaten path to the top drop of Blue Hole Falls. Surely no one fishes here, which means there are either a bunch of unfished native brookies ready for the catching, or inversely, there are no fish here.
Oh my goodness. Woo. Wow. What a place to fish. This is cool. This is a cool spot.
I will say, getting skunked in such a gorgeous place helps cushion the blow quite a bit. After viewing the rest of Blue Hole Falls and vowing to come back with Maria and Cleo to see High Shoals Falls itself, we decided to try for a brown trout, the last fish on Dad's slam list. Before we did that, however, in what can only be described as a form of patriarchal one-upmanship, whilst Elijah and I broke down camp, my dad caught a native rainbow trout at Andrews Cove. There you go.
That's a pretty fish.
Nice fish, Dad. What'd you catch it on, a worm?
Worm. That's pretty. Nice fish, guys.
It was a gorgeous fish for sure, though. We concluded our trip by trying for some stock brown trout in downtown Helen. After a while, though, we decided to call it and try again another day, or compete amongst ourselves separately to see who can finish the slam first. Thus, the trip concluded with Elijah and me both having caught a stock rainbow trout, and my father, the angling savant, catching a native brook trout, a stock rainbow, and a native rainbow. Can't say I'm surprised, though. When it comes to trout fishing, my dad may have taught us everything we know, but he certainly hasn't taught us everything that he knows. Either way, this trip was an absolute blast, being able to venture out on a trip with my dad and brother, and I'll keep you guys updated on when we complete the slam and get our coveted sticker from the DNR. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and will subscribe to see more outdoor adventure videos, gear guides, and more. Hope you can all get outside soon, and I'll see you next time.
Hang on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, stop it.
All right, that's good. Thank you.
I mean, now.
I gotta wash my hands off.